My name is African Millennial. I'm not talking about India. I'm not talking about China. It happens there as well. I know that. I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about us. This topic is the issue of skin bleaching in Africa. Now, if you're watching this, you're probably thinking, oh, skin bleaching happens everywhere. It doesn't happen in Africa. My name is African Millennial, so I'm going to talk about skin bleaching as it pertains to Africa and a little bit of the African diaspora. This is a huge issue. We need to take it more seriously and we need to do more. So let's get right into it. Skin bleaching basically took off in the 70s and in the 80s. That's when we saw most of skin bleaching. We've seen it with Michael Jackson, and whether you want to talk about whether he did it because of his disease, whatever. Michael Jackson is one of the reasons why skin bleaching took off. Not why it happened, but one of the reasons why a lot of people of color got to understand that, hey, I can change my skin color. I can look more white or more desirable. And this is, let me just point this out and say that skin bleaching is a form of self-hate, whether you believe it or not. I know a lot of Africans go like, but why? We are just bleaching because we want to look good or want to look better. Problem, you're telling me that yourself, your dark self or your medium self, because if you claim that you're bleaching, even if you're light, to you still think that you're too dark, which means that you have to lighten yourself, which means that you hate yourself. And why do you hate yourself? It's because even if a colonizer comes and tells me that I'm ugly, I'm this, I'm a monkey, I'm undesirable, I'm stupid, it does not mean anything unless if I internalize it to be true. So yes, colorism is a form of Muzungu supremacy. So is tribalism. Tribalism is also a form of Muzungu supremacy. The Hutsi and the Tutus, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, my bad, but they lived in harmony for thousands of years before the Muzungu said, oh, one has a better nose than the other. Oh, one is lighter than the other. Oh, one looks better than the other. Y'all can really see how tribalism and colorism all playing together into self-hate. It's a huge problem, a huge issue. Look at Jamaica. Let's look at Jamaica, for instance. I'll insert some clips. You guys can watch it along with me. Let's look at the fact that I love Vybz Kartel, but let's look at the fact that this whole man said, oh, I'm changing my color with cake soap. You guys should do it too to look as fresh and as good as me. So you're telling me your natural dark or your natural self that you call dark is not as desirable, is not as good as your light self? You don't think that's a sickness? That's the way God made you. You're the same people who say that you guys believe in Christianity, that you guys believe in the Quran. That's the way that your creator made you, but you're saying, oh no, that's still ugly. I have to look like this because it's better? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Let's look at some Jamaican examples. Let's really go there and look at some Jamaican examples.
When I bleach and I catch a really white color, it's even whiter than the real white people, the color that I catch.
That's the thing about bleaching in Jamaica. The female, and when them see it, them go crazy. Them be like, yo, you're pretty, you're white, you're just white, I'm pretty. So
how often do you bleach your skin?
Every day. White like Michael Jackson, babes.
Tell you, first time I try to get white, I use that Alderm thing there, put it on my face. I mean, I tell you, say, give me a reaction.
When did you decide that you wanted to try it out, and like what really gave you that push to actually go out and do it?
Well, you know, me have like one whole heap of bump on my face and all over. So one day I see my cousin with some bleachings. Me actually use some on my face and me see bump them, like them a move like 3 nights and the bump them gone. And then he give me this smooth looks and everything what me like.
People black and ugly, some girl black and ugly, you know what I'm saying? So you see when them put on bleachings, them kind of look good, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, cause you have some girl out the road and too ugly, and complexion black like a tar, and complexion black like a tar. and complexion black, like a tar.
And if you look at the history of Jamaica, you could understand why that's an issue there. It's an issue everywhere, but Jamaicans, for the islanders, are the #1 culprits of skin bleaching. Why is that? It's because due to their history, they were in competition with everybody else. Not just blacks, Indians, Chinese, Spanish people. All of that came together to make them believe that black is ugly. If you even look at the history of the half castes, or the mixed Jamaicans, the ones that are mixed with something black and non-black, the biracial ones, you can definitely see how they got treated better during those times than the ones who are full black. That all down trickles down. And nowadays, what do they use? They use the excuse of, oh, well, if I'm lighter, I'll get more men to like me because they'll call me beautiful. But why do those men think that lighter people are more beautiful? Or why do those women, whoever you're trying to go after, why do they think that lighter people are more beautiful? It all goes down to colonialism. It all goes down to white or closer to white is better. That's it. So even if you want to fool yourself, Nigerians, Ghanaians, South Africans, Togolese, if you want to fool yourself and say that, oh, you're only bleaching because your man say when you look lighter, it goes deeper than your man liking you because you're lighter. It's a whole thing that is programmed in your brain. You could fool yourself all day. It is self-hate at the end of the day. Self-hate that's passed down from generation to generation to generation, turn into colorism, turn into tribalism. I could be mistaken, correct me if I'm mistaken, but there is a specific tribe, the Igbo people of Nigeria, specific tribe. They're naturally lighter skinned than a lot of people. It's not because of bleaching, they're naturally lighter skinned. I'm starting to think that one of the reasons why Nigerians bleach a lot other than colonization is due to the fact that there was a competition between tribes and women. So the men started to notice that those women were lighter. Because of their twisted minds, they went to go and be with them, and all the other women of the other tribes tried to reach to that level. And then it became a widespread thing. Nollywood also has something to do with it, because now I'm starting to see some dark-skinned Nollywood, but at first there was an era of just light-skinned biracial Nollywood actresses. So Nollywood, the music industry in Nigeria, also play a fact into why Nigerians bleach way too much. If you look at the statistics, these statistics are a little bit old, so I'm not going to take them too seriously, but not surprising, the Nigerians are at the top of the African bleaching list. Not surprising. I don't even have to say it. You go on YouTube, you type in skin bleaching. Just type in skin bleaching. Don't put any skin, those two words, skin bleaching. See who comes up. More than half of those results are Nigerians on YouTube saying, oh yes, we're whitening our skin, we're lightening, but we're not bleaching, we're just taking out blemishes, we're just looking even, we're toning. All those words means I'm bleaching my skin. All those words, whatever it is, I'm bleaching my skin. Other than the fact of all those ugly chemicals that are not good for you long term. Y'all, I remember you guys saw that video a while ago. Let me see if I can find it. I'll insert it. Of that woman who was in the tub getting acid bleach all over her. What kind of sickness is that? You guys know all these chemicals, mercury, steroid, the one that hydro, I can't even say that one, the one that starts with the H. All those chemicals are horrible for your skin. You all know this. You all know this. So clearly you don't care about the health effects. We already established Nigeria is #1 in skin bleaching when it comes to inside of the continent. Second is South Africa. We don't need to go into the reasons as to why. Afrikaans, history of South Africa, it's so obvious why South Africa is the #2 country that skin bleaches in Africa. Oh, and I forgot to mention for Nigeria, I think right now it's probably at 60%. Back in the days, you could really tell when people would skin bleach, like when you go to those parties and you see those aunties, their hands would be different color from their faces, and then their necks would be different colors from their faces, and the foundation would be like even 5 shades lighter than their whole body. But yeah, nowadays the bleaching is so good, sometimes you can't even tell that somebody has bleached. Like, take a look at Bobrisky. Take a look at Bobrisky. Can you tell that Bobrisky is actually not light-skinned? If I didn't know what Bobrisky looked like before, I wouldn't know that this person bleached. I wouldn't know. So nowadays they do it so good where some people don't even know, and that's why a lot of people are like, oh, it's still going on. Yeah, it's still happening, you just don't know, because that fair person that you see is not naturally fair. It's not naturally fair. It's not the skin tone. They're lying to you. But yet they'll go to church every Sunday and say, oh yes, God, thank you for making me the way that I am. God, thank you for everything you've done for me. But you don't even love yourself. Child, I don't have time for that.
Your money, I will personally give you the money. Guys, I have never bragged about any skincare like this in my life, but this one right here is the truth, honey. I don't go even feel lie. Like, this is the truth. This cream is the truth. So guys, if you want to look flawless like me, go purchase your skincare product from Gambian Cosmetics. Thank you very much.
This is a before and after. This is a before picture of this lady. So she's been alkaline since 2018, 2017. I think 2008.
That you love yourself, but you are here painting yourself yellow. I'm sorry, my sister. You know, they agree. I know if you understand that thing. In fact, how you can love yourself, but you are painting yourself yellow. For what? But then you can't tell everybody else, oh, but then you're the same person who George Floyd march. Oh yeah, black is power. Oh yeah, no, y'all can't do this to us. Respect black people. But you two, you're not living in your true colors. Literally, you're not living in your true colors. I ain't got time. I don't have time. I really don't have time for some of you guys. You guys are late. You're late. You guys don't get it. We don't have time to baby step you guys anymore. Stop bleaching, period. Stop it. That's all we're asking you to do, because it's generational. Especially if you're a woman, you don't think your daughter sees you bleaching and doesn't. The psychological stress and madness. You guys are competing with biracials. Even come off from there, because if I stay in that topic, I'm gonna get angry. So let me go to the next one. So the next one, we already covered South Africa. Let's go to, they said Senegal and Togo and Mali are next. I don't know anything about Mali, so I'm gonna ignore that for right now. But for Senegal and Togo, I think it has something to do with the French colonization, the whole French thing that was there, the whole French influence that they still think that they're French. And it's like, my bro, you're West African, you're not French, but whatever. So that, but another one who I think is also an issue that a lot of people don't talk about is Sudan. Because South Sudan is always in competition with North Sudan. So North Sudan, they see all the Arabs, okay? Whatever you call, yeah, I guess you would call them Arabs. And even them too, the Arabs, they bleach. So then you have the beautiful South Sudanese that look like Alec Weck. I'll insert a picture of beautiful. South Sudanese people are extremely good looking, and they're all tall. They're the tallest people on earth. And also, their skin is beautiful, by the way. But anyways, society tells them that they're ugly, and they're competing with their North Sudanese counterparts. So then what, they bleach, and we don't even notice, because South Sudanese people are heavily melanated for the most of the time. So then they start to bleach to look like some of other Bantu people. It is crazy. This bleaching man, this disease, everything is wrong. If you're looking for a man that tells you he's not going to date you because you're dark, that's not the man for you. That is not the man for you. If the job tells you we're not going to take you because you're too dark, that is not the institution, that is not the job or the company that you need to be in. And I get that sometimes it's out of your control, but you need to understand that. And if Ghanaians, if you guys think that we have no issues, it wasn't too long ago that we had pregnant Ghanaian women taking glutathione because they wanted their unborn babies to be light skinned. So Ghanaians, we're not we're involved too, okay? Just because right now we're getting a lot of attention and shine doesn't mean that we don't have our problems. We have our issues. Bleaching is something that has to be taken more seriously. Stop the chain, stop the madness, stop everything. Y'all are really out here promoting black love, black power, but y'all don't like your own skin tone that you're the one who said you're a Christian, that God gave to you. But you're here ruining your body for what? And then you want to blame society, you want to blame so many things, but you don't have the sense, the decency to blame yourself. Listen, you don't think I've dealt with colorism and all those things either? We all deal with it as black people. Stop bleaching, okay? It's 2020, please just stop bleaching. Stop being fake, stop all these things. It's not good. It's not good. We're warning you. We're very much warning you. And that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna stop talking about this. But see you guys with another video topic. Bye.